Well, good morning. We're just getting on the freeway, leaving Rock Springs, Wyoming, headed towards Utah, eventually through the Salt Lake, Great Salt Lake City, or Salt Lake City, not the Great Lot, whatever.
Whatever.
But, yeah, so we got a lot of driving today, and if you were watching earlier, we stayed in a KOA in Rock Springs last night, and there was two good things about it. Well, three. Had a great sunset, which I got some footage of, and I think will post it. It had some cool hills behind it, and probably if you were in the back area, you would have had a nice view. I don't think there's anything called privacy in a KOA. However, actually, those tent sites had nice little fences around it. It's about the only place probably you could have any sense of privacy. And then the third great thing were the showers. If you're in this area and you need a shower, I don't know if they sell showers. I didn't check. I don't know if Carol saw them. But, man, heated rooms and these huge, those big rain nozzles. And if there's a water shortage, they don't recognize it. It's not there. Man, it was awesome showers, but great showers.
Great pressure, great water pressure. Plenty of hot water. Very clean. So
yeah, it was very happy. All right, folks, stay tuned. I think we might have some nice little things for you today. So this is our first destination. It's the Spiral Jetty here. And apparently this part of the lake, Great Salt Lake, turns near blood red when it's filled with water due to the salt-resistant bacteria and such. So we may just have to get a drone shot. So we're going to be walking out to the Spiral Jetty here. I've been wanting to see this thing for years and I never really knew where it was. I don't think the internet was quite as mature back in those days. So we found it right away and the directions to it and everything else. Okay, so here I am coming up to the outer rim. And man, what a job this must have been. Look at all these rocks being placed here. And here we can start to see into the center. So let's see from the center what we can get. You can see the spiral. Except it's really hard to stand on one rock and pivot. You can see the spiral going around here. So this stuff's way cool.
It was an awful drive, quite honest. I mean, almost any car can get out here. It's just washboardy, really washboardy. So I am walking out to the water to see the color of it, but I don't know how well you can see the salt crystals as we're getting closer to the water. I mean, they're all along here, but this thing here is almost pure salt. Looks like nature's made a bit of a little spiral right here, kind of coming around here. That's kind of cool. Almost to the water, folks, almost to the water. And here we have the bloody red water. You can see the red mixed there with the blue from the sky reflection. Very pinkish, mauvish, I guess. Very cool. And then the foam. I thought it was salt when I first came up, but this is actually foam. The jiggling foam in the wind. Pretty crazy. More people out here than I thought there would be. That's kind of a pretty shot, isn't it? It's almost a photograph. I think I just took a photograph. Take another one. Let's look down the other way. I'm afraid it's just going to be kind of... Ooh. It's going to be pretty awesome, actually. And then back out to the Red Sea. It's pretty cool. Awesome. So here we are out in the desert, and we are at the National Historic Site for the Golden Spike. And just coincidentally, I worked for the company that recreated these, that built them. This was before I left the corporate world and started my photography business, and I was the chief financial officer for this company. Unfortunately, as much as I love old trains, they had shipped them out before I got there. So let's go take a close look. So I don't know if I mentioned, but pretty much everything other than standard things that would have been maybe found at the time, they made the size and everything else of the wheels and such by comparing the heights of the men at the time, the average height of a man, to the engines that they were standing by at the Golden Spike ceremony. Weren't built by plans or anything else, so it's pretty cool.
Well, we had a little bit of an abbreviated visit there at the Golden Spike. We're running probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours later than I hoped by this time.
Considering that we have no destination these days, that's really interesting.
We're only, an hour and a half to 2 hours behind to try to get to an area where we can find a place to camp. So looks like we're going to be finding a place to camp and almost dark. So anyway, that's fine.
It won't be at 7,700 feet. So.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is there's one fairly close that we could go to, but it's 7,700 feet. And, might be a little chilly. But anyway, I just wanted to say that the jetty and the rail is like Lord of the Flies, as Carol put it. I mean, seriously, this car must have had 100 flies in it just in the time to open the doors to kind of get stuff organized and out. And then it takes us about a mile or two driving to get the flies out of here.
I would have to say that the Spiral Jetty and walking out to the water where it really is peak, and that's like another, 150 yards or 200 yards or more than that, quarter of a mile maybe, is so worth it. It is really worth spending time out there.
We almost didn't do it.
Walk
just
out
for
to the water?
for time's sake. And then I said, I got to do it, because I told you guys that it was like red water when it was up covering the jetty, and that was part of the motivation. Was it Robert Smithson?
Yes.
Yes, okay, I got the name right, I think. And so I felt like I had to do it, and that took a good part of our time. We'll catch up with you later when we figure something out. Until then, we'll see you. Going to be heading up into Soldier Pass, and this actually is the route that Amtrak takes from the California Zephyr. I had the opportunity to follow it by helicopter through this pass, so I'll include some of those photographs. They give a real good perspective of just kind of the design of the road and the tracks and how they follow each other in places, and just the contours of the hills and such. So I'll play that here, and I hope you enjoy it.
Well, we finally found ourselves a place to camp for the night. I believe we're kind of between Helper and Price, and then off to the west on BLM land. Got a massive train of tanker cars. We haven't figured out what they were because it looked like a coal plant, so I don't know. But I mean, they go on for miles and miles, and of course, they split them right there where the road is, and have a beautiful sunset behind us. We had a great day. I mean, we did 468 miles today. And personally, some of the highlights, was it 80? I guess it was 80 or 84. I can't remember. Maybe it was both at the same time there. Going through that pass. Oh, man, it was just gorgeous. And then the Spiral Jetty was awesome. The Golden Spike rail site. I've been wanting to see that since I worked for that company back in 1980, and never got a chance. Well, actually, I drove by it a zillion times, but it's so far in, I wasn't going there. But that was kind of cool. I mean, those are beautiful engines, and they're all made just by measuring from old photographs the height of the people versus the heights of the wheels or the size of the stacks or whatever. So it's pretty cool. I mean, they did some pretty amazing stuff at that company. And then coming through from Spanish Fork to Helper through Soldier Pass or Soldier Summit area. Again, absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And again, like, subscribe, and Carol's actually taking care of, we just got here, so she's taking care of getting some stuff ready. But and here she comes. I
had to go in and bundle up.
Yeah, it is chilly here, and that's what I'm going to go do. So please like, subscribe, let us know what you liked, let us know what you didn't like, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.